the first impression that you make on your customers. If they have a positive experience, they will tell their friends, they will tell their family about you, they will give you referrals. But guess what, y'all? If they have a negative experience, they're going to tell that as well. So, and then they may never return and they may never purchase from you. So that's what we're going to talk about today, your customer experience. And in order to provide a great customer experience, you need to know what your customer wants, how to give it to them, and exactly what and how they love to learn. Because what we talk about is helping you to build your course or your consultant business using biblical principles. If this is your first time tuning in, I want you to say hello so we can say hello back to you. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you're catching this during the live and the replay or the replay, by the way, what type of business is it that you want to start? You can drop that in the comments as well. And just remember, as you're providing service, your customer service for the people that you were called to serve, you should always try to exceed expectations and go above and beyond to ensure that your customer is feeling valued and appreciated. So today we're going to cover what 5 questions you must have the answer to in order to ensure that your customers will have an amazing experience and the best experience possible. And this experience, when you do it right, will lead to repeat purchases. It will lead to you to referrals, as well as your customers being transformed by the promised result. And we're coming to you from Ephesians 6:7-8. It says, render service with a good will as to the Lord and not to man. Let me repeat that. Render service with a good will as to the Lord and not to man. And knowing that whatever good anyone does, this he will receive back from the Lord, whether he is a slave or free. And so that came to you from Ephesians 6:7-8. That's the biblical principle that you can use when you're thinking about customer service. If this is your tuning in, my name is Cathy McReynolds. I'm the founder of Bible Business Academy, and we want to welcome you guys out to our Lunch and Learn session. So grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's dive in. We're going to talk about I'm going to give you 5 questions. And if you caught us yesterday, you'll find, okay, this is what I love about business. If business is simple, and what the way you do it in one case is 9 times out of 10 how you're in the other case as well. So question number 1 that you want to know is, what feelings did you have as you went through the sales process? Now you're going through your own sales process. So you had to, we talked about that yesterday, tapping into your feelings and emotions. People don't think about that when they're selling, but it's important. Like I was talking to, someone from our sales team today, and we were talking about the emotions that we invoke with people. When they're low, we got to take them high. We got to think about the kingdom. When the kingdom says that we have zeal, we have zest, we have excitement, we have joy, we have peace and all of that. Like, that's what the kingdom is about. And the world can be dull, disillusioned, frustrated. And, we always say no one likes to follow a dull, frustrated, disillusioned, daggone crybaby, right? People want to be around people who are positive. And once you understand and tap into living the kingdom way, living in the kingdom, that's always a peace and excitement and joy and hope and faith and opportunity. And you're always looking for something to happen great, even in the midst of going through, just like the Hebrew boys. They said, even if you throw me in the fire, I'm still going to praise God. Still, like, you can't praise God and not have joy at the same time. It's just totally impossible. So your customers, you want to invoke that on them. You may be the only light that's going to shine on them and help them understand what it really feels like to be a part of the kingdom. And that means that sometimes you got to take that, not sometimes, all the time, you got to take the religious part out of what you're doing, and you have to put God in there, the kingdom and what he stands for, what Jesus told us to, gave instructions for the disciples and for us to teach on, is his kingdom. And so how we're taking that back to your business is that your customers need to feel that same zeal, that excitement, because if they're like, man, what you write is always exciting. What you when you go live or what you talk about or your posts, they're always encouraging. They're going to DM you or message you or feel open when they're your client to have that conversation with you, and then that's your way of helping them to know more about God, to being able to tell them. So that's one of the benefits of that. You always want to know how they feel. So if you're reading something and you're not excited about your sales process, nobody else is going to be excited about your process. We always say there's two things to win in business. That's your attitude and your activity. And right now we're talking about the attitude. The attitude not only that you feel, which we talked about yesterday when you're going but how does your customer feel? Is it exciting? Does it get you fired up? Like when you think about your business, are you fired up every single day knowing the change that you can help someone make? You got to stay in that state of joy. And you know what, y'all? It is so much easier than you may think it is, because how can you not get excited about helping someone change their life? How can you not get excited about helping someone realize a dream that they have? It is so much energy. I know especially when I'm sitting with people one-on-one, they're like, you're so excited. Yes, I'm excited. Like, you want to change your life. You want to do something great. And we're excited to see you get what you want. It's not that, it's not about our business, but it's about changing in that life. And that's how you have to look at what feelings, number one, do you have as you go through your own sales process, and are you fired up and excited? And the key, Art Williams used to say this all the time, you got to stay excited long enough to get the job done. So it can be 1 year, it could be 20 years. Can you stay excited? Because if you're not excited about what you're doing and what you're offering and how you're helping people, guess what? They're not going to be excited as well. So that's number one. Number two is what could be improved about the sales process. And that's that time you got to sit in meditation. You need to have wise counsel working with you so that you can go through it with a fresh eye and have someone else look at what you're going through. As you can put out surveys, you can find out what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and never think, okay, you have the answer. Always rely on God to give you the answer, and always know that you can always improve on something. Something can always get better. So take time, at least once a week to sit, to meditate. Should do it daily, right? But take time at least once to meditate on your business and listen for ideas. Have a coach or mentor, someone that you're working with, so that they can help you see things. We always say you can't see yourself from looking in the mirror. So that's the important key there. Number three, were you confused at any step in the process? Confused mind makes no decisions. So if you were confused, or if people tell you, well, I didn't buy, and you start looking at the stats and you see people are landing on your page and not purchasing, that means that they're confused. That means that it doesn't make sense. So you always got to follow your numbers. You got to look at the numbers to see, okay, if I have X amount of people land on this page, or I'm talking to X amount of people, this amount should buy. The numbers are the numbers. I don't have time to get into them in details here, but business is predictable. Success is predictable. People are predictable. So when you know the numbers, when you know which numbers to look at, then that's the key right there. You can begin to make changes and decisions based on that. And don't worry, guys, if you don't understand all of this, we help you with this in the academy. If you have questions about how to take your business to the next level and understand all this stuff, you can always go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com, BibleBusinessAcademy.com, get the information, then book a call with us or call us at 833-BIBLE-BIZ, and we will help you with that. Question number 4, if an online purchase occurred, did they find any missing or broken links? If so, which links on which page? So you got to check that. You always have to check your links. When you're sending out emails, check your links. On your pages, check your links. Sometimes they're broken for reasons that are out of your control, or sometimes they're broken just simply because you didn't put the www on there. So anytime you put anything out, take a few seconds to check your links. not once, but sometimes just twice every time you send it out. And the final one, if an online purchase, did they receive an email after the purchase? Did they get an order receipt? Did they get a welcome email with instructions? Did they get a welcome phone call? That's doing more. Like one of the things that we do is, after someone signs up, 24 to 48 hours, we're going to give them that phone. Say, hey, just checking on you. Did you get everything? We can see whether they signed in or not into the training. You know what? Sometimes tech will scare people away, or even life just begins to happen and they can't get in, or things are going on. So make sure that you follow up with your clients and see how their experience is, and make sure that what they paid for, that they are getting it. Now, also keep in mind, some people will pay for something and never do something. It's no different than college. They'll go to college, they'll start it, they'll pay for it, and they won't complete it. But you have to ask yourself, did you do everything in your power, in your might, to be able to help them and guide them through the process? So I hope that brought you value today, guys. You can go to www.biblebusinessacademy.com or click on the link somewhere around here so that you can get more information on how we can help you build your business with biblical principles. You can also pick up a copy of our book, Bible Business Secret. You can get that at either on Amazon, or go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com/book. And you can also get a copy of our planner. And this is called Believe and Grow Rich. It will walk you through every single step of the day and all the things that you need to do in order to change not only your life, but the life of other people. I appreciate y'all. Let me know. Let me see if I got any comments or anything down there. I don't see any. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you hit subscribe and share. And also let us know what questions you may have, and we can put that on the learn and earn session in the afternoon. All right. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.